Luka Dončić is one of the most unique and dangerous players in the NBA today. What makes him so hard to guard? Is it his size, his vision, or his ability to score from anywhere? Luka isn't just a scorer, a passer, or a rebounder. He's all of them at once. Opponents struggle no matter what defensive strategy they use, and that's what makes his game so special. In this video, we'll break down why Luka works against every defense. If you love deep basketball breakdowns like this video, subscribe to Nylon and hit the bell to stay updated on the NBA's biggest stars. Luka's profile, the basics that make him special. To see why Luka Dončić is so hard to guard, we can start with his size and numbers. At 6'8" and around 230 pounds, he's big for a guard, yet he moves and sees the court like a point guard. He averages about 28.6 points, 8.6 rebounds, and 8.2 assists per game, showing he can score, pass, and rebound at a high level. Luka also has a high usage rate. When he has the ball, something dangerous usually happens. Advanced stats show he creates efficiently, making defenses constantly adjust to him. Size plus skill, a rare combo. One reason Luka Dončić is so hard to guard is his mix of size and skill. At 6'8", he has a height advantage over most guards, but he doesn't just rely on his body. He uses his size to see over defenders, finish in the paint, and make smart passes. Luka is also an elite playmaker. He reads defenses, finds open teammates, and punishes help defenders. His ability to decide when to drive or pull up makes him unpredictable. Defenders are always guessing, which gives Luka a constant edge on the court. Incredible decision-making and basketball IQ. What makes Luka Dončić especially dangerous is his incredible basketball IQ. He doesn't just rely on talent. He understands the game at a level few players do, and his decision-making is elite. Patience in the pick and roll. Luka reads how defenders hedge or switch, slows down, and chooses the perfect moment to drive, pass, or shoot. Defenders often react too early, giving him multiple options. Passing creativity. No-look passes, bounce passes, behind-the-back feeds. Luka can deliver them all. Because he's a scoring threat, help defenders often leave shooters open, and Luka finds them instantly. Shot creation. He can isolate, pull up, or step back in a flash, keeping defenders guessing. Body control. He can slow down, change direction, or finish through contact, making his moves unpredictable and extremely hard to stop. Three-level scorer, inside, mid, and outside. Luka Dončić is a true three-level scoring threat, making him very hard to defend. Around the rim and in the paint, his size and skill let him finish with layups, floaters, and spin moves, even when defenders collapse on him. From mid-range, he can pull up for clean jumpers whenever defenders sag to stop his drives. From three-point range, he stretches defenses with step-backs, pull-ups, and catch-and-shoot threes, shooting around 36.8% in the 2024-25 season. Because Luka can score at all three levels, defenders can't focus on just one area without leaving him open elsewhere. Playmaking under pressure. When Luka faces double teams or help defense, he reacts smartly to punish defenders. He often drives into the defense, draws help, and kicks the ball out to open teammates for easy shots. If the help defender comes too aggressively, he can step back for a pull-up jumper. Luka's passing off the dribble is elite. He can split double teams, throw through tight windows, and anticipate defenders' moves. He doesn't need to rely on speed. Instead, he reads the defense, waits for the right moment, and catches them off guard, making him extremely hard to trap. Size, strength, and versatility. Luka's physical profile makes him even harder to guard. At 6'8" and strong, he can finish through contact and hold his ground against smaller defenders. His height lets him see over the defense, making passing easier, while his reach creates angles most guards don't have. Luka also rebounds very well for his position, giving him extra chances to score or create plays. This combination of size, strength, and vision gives him a huge advantage, allowing him to control both scoring and playmaking in ways defenders struggle to stop. How Luka responds to defensive adjustments. Defenses try many ways to stop Luka, but he adapts to almost all of them. When teams double him, he stays calm, reading whether to pass or pull up for a shot. Switching coverage doesn't bother him. He can bully smaller guards or outskill bigger defenders. Against drop coverage, Luka uses smart footwork to drive or pull up. Help defenders often hesitate because they know he can punish them with a pass. Over long possessions, his patience and decision-making wear defenses down, letting him stay effective without forcing plays. Luka's adaptability makes him extremely hard to guard. Mental game and confidence. Luka's mental strength is a huge reason why he's so hard to guard. He's extremely confident, trusting his decisions and staying calm under pressure. He also has a killer instinct. In big moments, he raises his focus and plays with purpose. Luka doesn't always need to score. He can pass, reposition, and control the pace of the game when needed. Having been a star since his teenage years in Real Madrid, he's used to making big plays and carrying responsibility. This combination of mental toughness, skill, and physical tools makes Luka a complete and adaptable star. Defensive weaknesses. Luka isn't perfect, and there are ways defenses can challenge him, but his weaknesses rarely stop him. He's not the fastest guard, so elite defenders can sometimes stay in front of him. Handling so much of the offense means turnovers can happen, especially against well-executed traps. Stamina can be an issue, as maintaining high-level offense for long stretches is tough. On defense, he isn't always a lockdown player and can struggle with screens. Still, his offensive skill and vision usually outweigh these limits, making him extremely hard to contain. Real-world examples when Luka broke defenses. In real games, Luka's skills shine against all defenses. In pick and rolls, he waits for defenders to commit, then explodes to the basket or finds a teammate. Against help defense, he uses backdoor cuts or quick swing passes to open players. In two-man sets, even when trapped, he can hit open shooters or create mismatches in the post. Late in games, his high basketball IQ shows with clutch stepbacks, delayed drive and kicks, and floaters through traffic. With the ball so often, he not only scores but also makes teammates better, constantly keeping defenses on edge. Why coaches and teams struggle to build around him? Because Luka is the centerpiece of his team's offense. Building around him is tricky. Coaches need shooters who can space the floor so he has room to drive. Intelligent big men are important to hedge, recover, and handle pick and rolls effectively. Defensive support matters too. Since Luka isn't a lockdown defender, teams often add strong on-ball defenders or rim protectors. Ball movement is key. If teammates don't cut or pass well, Luka's playmaking loses value. When a team gets all these pieces right, Luka becomes unstoppable. A scorer, a passer, and a mismatch nightmare all at once. Luka's mental and physical conditioning, the foundation. To beat defenses consistently, Luka relies on both body and mind. Physically, he uses strength and smart shot choices. Mentally, he studies film, adjusts to defenders, and stays calm under pressure. His stamina and toughness let him carry high-usage games while making big plays for himself and teammates. Comparing Luka's game to other elite offensive players, Luka isn't just a scorer. He runs the game like LeBron or Oscar Robertson, impacting points, rebounds, and assists. Unlike purely athletic stars, he doesn't rely on speed alone. And unlike pure shooters, his all-around skills keep defenses guessing, making him versatile and very hard to guard. The psychological effect on defenders. Defending Luka is as much mental as physical. Opponents can't predict if he'll drive, shoot, or pass, creating hesitation. Help defenders risk getting punished, and even small mistakes lead to big plays. Luka thrives in chaos, broken plays, and mismatches, constantly forcing defenses to react instead of control the game. Potential weaknesses and how teams try to exploit them. Smart teams try to exploit Luka's weaknesses with traps, switches, or shading off defenders. Some hope to tire him or create mismatches, but Luka's size, skill, and basketball IQ make him adaptable. He reads defenses quickly, adjusts, and finds ways to score or assist, keeping him extremely hard to stop. Why Luka's game will likely age well. Luka's game may age better than many stars because it isn't built on pure speed or athleticism. He relies on skill, vision, and strength, things that last longer. His shot creation, passing, and ability to read defenses won't fade quickly. Being 6'8" gives him a physical edge even if he loses a step, and his basketball IQ is timeless. He knows how to make plays, find teammates, and exploit defenses. Because of this mix of skill, size, and smarts, Luka could stay elite for many years. Risks and defensive counters he still faces. Luka's game isn't unstoppable. Constantly running the offense and making decisions could wear him down physically and mentally. Defenses that focus multiple players on him force him to read quickly or risk mistakes. High usage increases the chance of turnovers, especially against aggressive defenders. If teammates aren't good shooters or cutters, his passing options shrink. Some defenses may take away his drives or force him to pass more. Even with perfect strategies, Luka is still hard to fully stop, but these are realistic challenges he could face. Real impact. Why Luka matters in the modern NBA. Luka shows a new way to dominate offense that challenges traditional defenses. He makes defenders think twice, as teams must plan for his scoring, passing, and vision. Coaches need versatile rosters with shooters, playmakers, and smart bigs. Young players see him and learn it's about creating, reading defenses, and attacking at all levels. Luka blends size, skill, and creativity, making him not just a star, but a model for future offensive superstars. So, why is Luka Dončić so hard to stop? It's his mix of size, skill, and basketball IQ, combined with creativity and adaptability. He can score, pass, and create at all levels, keeping defenders guessing and often reacting too late. Luka isn't just a scorer. He's a full offensive maestro who changes how defenses must play. As he grows, he will face new challenges, but he has the tools to stay ahead. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like this video, subscribe to Nylon, and hit the bell. Which defense do you think gives Luka the most trouble? Double teams, switches, or drop coverage? Let's discuss in the comments.